Black Brother by Jewel Parker Rhodes. Part 2, Chapter 10. Hearing. The juvenile courthouse is intimidating. Paneled walls, marble floors, and a high ceiling with stained glass image of Lady Justice. Sun shines through and Lady Justice's scales balancing right and wrong shimmer. She's blindfolded. Does that mean no racial bias? I like her sword. It's thick, more solid than a foil, more like a gladiator's. Justice means a fight? Mom reminded me juveniles can't be criminals. I'm a delinquent, and juveniles don't have trials, but education hearings. Still, it's scary. I'm in a suit and tie. We've been waiting in the hallway all morning. A few other families are waiting too. Some have babies and toddlers. There are a lot of older folks too, parents and grandparents. The majority of delinquents are my color, just some lighter, some darker. There are girls in skirts, dresses, and leggings. Most are boys wearing jeans and t-shirts or khakis and polos. I'm the only one in a suit, like I'm ready for church or graduation. Languages: Spanish, Yoruba, Swahili, Portuguese, and accents: Jamaican, New England, Southern, even Brooklyn, echo off the marble floor and walls. Some seem old enough for middle school, high school, but a few kids are younger, third, maybe fourth grade. Waiting, I get more and more scared. It takes all my focus to keep myself still, unjittery, and pretend calm. Otherwise, Mom, Dad, and Trey might lose it. Everyone, Rodriguez, Adebayo, Williams, Brown, Sousa, Jones, waits for their surnames to be called. Then, a father and a dazed son, or 4 family members and a scared daughter, or parents, grandparents, and a young bewildered boy stand when called and march into the court as the thundering huge doors close behind them. After a few minutes, sometimes 5, rarely 10, the doors open again. Some folks come out smiling, others solemn, still others crying. The worst ones are those wailing or cursing, especially when they come out without the kids they went in with. Kids are disappeared. I'm starting to worry that I might disappear, really, really disappear behind the courtroom door. We're still waiting when they recess for lunch. My turkey sandwich tastes like sawdust. Even Trey chews and chews, barely able to swallow bread. Mom and Dad don't even bother unwrapping their sandwiches or ripping open the bag of chips. Familiar sneakers slap slap on the wood floor. I spin, call, "Coach!" My family greets him. Trey's smile is the biggest. Dad winks. He must have invited Coach. "Thank you for coming." Dad shakes Coach's hand. It feels so right for Coach to be here. Strange, I didn't even know I was missing him until he got here. I hug him, feeling like a baby brother again instead of 7th grader. Coach's return hug feels good. He smells like the Boys and Girls Club. Rubber balls, oiled wood, and a whiff of mildew, and the tangy sweat of playing. The courtroom door opens. "Ellison!" a guard barks. "Ellison!" Mom clutches my hand. She puts on her stern lawyer face. Dad pats my back. "You got this," says Trey, almost jovial, like I was playing pickup basketball. Coach whispers hurriedly, "Heads up. Another strip, another field. See everything? On guard, Dante. On guard." I think, Coach is speaking gibberish. Fencing isn't life. I walk through the huge courtroom door, terrified that I won't walk back out. Dante's stupid wish fulfilled. Invisibility. Disappeared. Everything in the courtroom is adult size and makes me feel small. There's a white guard standing in front of the judge's pedestal. On the right is another white man, balding, in a blue suit, sitting at the prosecutor's desk. Mom and me sit at the defense table. Coach, Dad, and Trey are in the spectator stands behind us. No one is in the jury stand. "All rise." Mom pokes me. I stand. The judge, tall and white, looks like a preacher in his dark robes. His glasses are thick, his features angular, reminding me of a peering owl. Everyone except the accused be seated. I grip the table. This is a hearing to determine whether you violated community moral standards. Do you understand that? Yes, sir, I gulp, even though I don't understand. Your name? Dante Ellison. You have representation? My mom. The judge arches his brow. Denise Ellison, my lawyer's name is Denise Ellison. Son of a lawyer? Yes, sir. The judge looks puzzled, like something doesn't make sense. Your school, Middlefield Prep, says you're a delinquent. You threw a pencil in a book bag with intention to harm. No! For the first time, I look right at the prosecutor. He represents the state, not the school. The state prosecutor. Mom told me state prosecutors make sure the state keeps delinquents off the street to uphold the values of the community. Middlefield Prep doesn't even have to send a representative or a lawyer. They don't even have to present evidence. Their evidence is the police report. But the police wrote down lies. Why is the state defending Middlefield lies? How come my words aren't on the judge's papers? Proof? The judge asked the prosecutor. His teacher, Miss Wilson, and the headmaster, Thomas McGurry, made the complaint. Are they here? No. The judge looks thoughtful. I stand straighter, hoping he'll see me as a good kid. You're not asking for the charges to be dropped? No, Your Honor. They seem credible. Excuse me, Your Honor. Only credible because they're from rich white private school. But my son, the defendant, doesn't lie. It's okay, Mom, I think. Massachusetts Board of Education bans disappropriate punishment, but it still happens, even in the private independent schools like Middlefield Prep. Mom's standing, fierce. The judge's brows furrows. You go to a private school? Yes, sir. Scholarship? No, sir, snaps lawyer Mom. The judge's face is unreadable. His fingers quickly tap next to his gavel. The judge is Lady Justice, except he's not a girl. I wish he was. He's not blindfolded either, yet he's going to swing Lady Justice's sword, determine my guilt or innocence. I see now. It's a match, like Coach said. This courtroom, another field. I get it. Seeing is intuition, trying to predict strategy, tactics. The prosecutor made one attack. I can tell the judge isn't sure he's made a hit. My opponent, the real one, Middlefield Prep, isn't here. This gives me an advantage. The judge leans forward, his hands clasped together, propping up his chin. He's pondering. What? Mom said juvenile judges have lots of discretion. They don't necessarily weigh evidence, proof in the same way as a criminal court. Middlefield Prep doesn't have to give proof. Sucks, I think. But until today, I didn't understand how a judge could make a kid disappear. Juvenile detention, that's where he must send them. A lockup. Is it better than a cell? A clock hangs above the judge's stand. 1:07 p.m. All morning, I saw how most cases only took less than 5 minutes. Okay, some took 10, but I'm at 7. All morning, families in and out, in and out. We've already hit my lucky number 7. The more time spent is good. On guard. It's not a fair match. No witnesses allowed. Maybe Dylan could have told the truth, or Miss Wilson, cross-examined, could admit she didn't see me throw the pencil. Everything is more or less up to the judge. Mom's gloomy. She's only had one parry. Unlike a fencing uniform with a mask covering my face, the judge sees me, knows a little about my background. I'm not wearing jeans and khakis, but a suit. My mom's a lawyer, educated. I'm educated, Middlefield Prep no less. I see it, plainly see it. I'm not who the judge expected me to be, and that's my advantage. It's harder to stereotype me. My stomach knots. Anger makes my hands shake. Be cool, I think. Patience, I hear Coach whisper inside my head. I gaze back at Coach, with his afro sprinkled with gray, a blue shirt with the Boys and Girls Club emblem, white lines resembling clasped hands, and a small pot belly. No one would ever guess he's been an Olympian. He's been teaching foil attacks. The best attack is unexpected. Do the unexpected. Your Honor, I say, nervous and high-pitched, startling everyone. My dad and brother are right there. I point, flap my arm. Trey makes Dad stand with him. The judge's face brightens with surprise. It's like Dad's and Trey's skin tones are a magic reflector. It's also a point, an unexpected attack. The foil tip hits at the heart. And that's my coach. Another point. Coach stands, nods at me. He's teaching me fencing. Coach Jones used to fence on the Olympic team. A counterattack. The prosecutor, the judge, and the guard in the room are taken aback. The judge is flabbergasted. Is that so? Which year? 1976. Dante trains with me at the Boys and Girls Club, community volunteering beyond Middlefield Prep. He helps me. Coach scored a point, though there's no tag teaming in fencing. I used to fence, says the judge, an unexpected point, and I can see the judge connecting Coach, connecting me to his school and team memories. Seems strange that a young man like you would get into trouble. I would never hurt anyone, not even in fencing. I always keep the plastic tip on. The judge chuckles. Score. I didn't throw a pencil at Sam. She's kind to me. I didn't throw my backpack at anyone. I'm here to speak for myself. Where's Headmaster McGreary? Why isn't he here to say what I did? Match. The prosecutor caves. I think the state can drop the complaint. Mom's lips thin. I see her thinking, easy to stereotype kids of color, especially easier to stereotype poor kids of color. Unfair bias. That's her civil rights case, but she's not bringing it up now. The judge bangs his gavel. My judgment. Dante Ellison is not a threat to the community. Nonetheless, he's required to do 200 hours of service under the supervision of his coach at the Boys and Girls Club of America. Good luck. Thank you, Your Honor. Mom hugs me, whispering, I didn't know there was another lawyer in the family. Fencer, I think. Well, maybe a lawyer, too. Lady Justice does have a sword. Why not Dante Ellison, too? Still, I don't think the judge's verdict is fair. Lady Justice is blind, but it mattered to the judge that he could see I wasn't poor, see I had a coach and educated parents, a white dad, and a white-skinned brother. I look at Mom. She's studying me, her expression woeful. Because of how the world sees, skin color gives us another bond. Not fair. I love you, Dante. I love you, Mom.